All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate. Call me Shadowheart.
Mysterious, that Shadowheart.
Name's a little ominous, isn't it?
And mysteriously endearing.
Blunt.
Behind those eyes lurk uncountable
The half-elf's an abyss of lies and secrets.
If you have not recruited Shadowheart in Act 1 so far, then she will make her presence known to the players in a total of 5 scattered locations within the Act 1 to shield you against the voice of the Absolute with the artifact that she carries along with her. Let's say you wanted to take a shortcut to the Goblin camp by jumping off the cliff from the Blighted village. She will appear in the nick of time to shield you. If you try to cross the region from the Goblin camp to the mountain pass, she'll be there. If you try to enter the Goblin encampment from the front entrance, she'll be there too. If you try to cross the region via the Walk-in's Rest, she'll make a grand entrance in there too. And the last location, the Grymforge, she's there. Now we gather all of these locations fall under the close proximities to one another except for one. In today's video, we'll try to understand how in the Nine Hells did she arrive in the Grymforge. Did she somehow sprout wings and then flew all the way to Grymforge?
Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
There was only one boat over there and Tav took it. So this begs the question again. How in the Nine Hells did she arrive in the Grymforge?
I imagine you must have questions.
In the cut content, Shadowheart appears in the camp at night and confronts Tav, saying how the voices inside her head guided her way to her. The voices kept growing stronger till she made it to the camp, and after Tav allows her to stay, the voices inside of her head stopped too. The artifact seemed to manipulate and guide her way to the most befitting person with the potential of becoming a strong leader. We know for certain Shadowheart is truly focused on getting to Baldur's Gate by any means necessary, and she knows the artifact she is carrying is currently being hunted by the Absolute cultists and Githyankis alike.
The artifact is being hunted, and so I'm being hunted. The Absolute forces want it, Githyanki raiders want it. I can't afford to get rid of it, but I can't protect it alone either. I'm lucky to have made it this far.
She is a sharp cleric of the Trickery domain and carries a scroll of mind reading with herself. She knows how to get in and out of certain locations through deception and intimidation.
Me, or it'll be your last bad decision.
In her own words, Shadowheart once admitted,
When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now.
And Tav replied to her by saying,
I did. And you remembered.
True, the night orchids inside the Sharon cloister checks out to be a faint but deep-rooted memory. Now, let's compare the two scenarios of Shadowheart emerging out of the sea after defeating the Netherbrain. Scene 1 features a complete neutral playthrough where Shadowheart doesn't know how to swim. The second one is the romanced version where she has apparently learned to swim.
Should have learned to bloody swim. Can't believe I almost drowned at the last hurdle. Hells. I'm lucky I learned to swim when I did.
Okay. In both cases, Shadowheart survived the Elderbrain and swam across nearly 200 meters to the dock. You may either call it sheer luck or pure muscle memory at work. And this is something worth looking into. Did she really swim all the way to Grymforge? It never hurts to test a theory into practice.
Better get to work.
No. That's not how it happened.
I know.
Let me start again. Shadowheart is getting impatient and the frustration is taking a toll upon her. The voices inside her head is getting unbearable to bear. She has been following the group since long time and knows this is the last time she'll be seeing them. The voices inside her skull suddenly becomes unbearably louder, and then something inside of her snaps like dry twigs. For a moment, all she could think about was her mission, for which she had sacrificed her greatest assets of all, her memory. "Praise Shar," she said, and somehow made her way to the boat and grabbed hold of the stern. She was terrified out of her wits end, but her utmost devotion to the Shar goddess gave her all the courage she needed. The voices inside her head grew more louder.
Elf, what are you doing on Gek's raft? Come on, let's get you to shore.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
After the brief encounter with the Duergar, she waited for the right opportunity to land into the Grymforge and made a dash towards the group.
Pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws near.
And this is how I think she might have made it to the Grymforge. I'm pretty sure you must all have your own theories regarding how Shadowheart might have arrived in Grymforge.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Whatever that means.